Hey guys, what's up? My name's Christine and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is something that I've actually been wanting to do for a while now. I was just waiting for the right time, and that's something, 2018 taught me is there's never a right time to start anything, so here I am. I'm 23 years old. I'm living in beautiful San Diego, California. I actually moved from San Diego after college. I was living in LA and I was actually doing the whole entertainment thing out there, which is funny that now I'm here and going to study nutrition in grad school. In college, I thought I wanted to do the whole working in entertainment. When I was in high school, I fell in love with making videos because of my digital media class. And so I thought that meant my calling was to be in Hollywood and be like a director. Never on the acting side, never on this side of the camera, so this is weird for me. But followed that passion, did internships at AMC, finished working in the industry. I actually left Creative Artists Agency, which is the top agency in Hollywood currently. And while I was there, by the time I got there, I knew that I didn't exactly want to work with people who were in the entertainment side, as in like in movies and TV. And the great thing about CAA was that they actually had one of the biggest sports divisions too, actually the biggest sports division. And growing up, I've always been interested in sports, and so I wanted to work specifically with baseball players because, don't know who's going to watch this, but if you know me, or you'll get to know, I'm really into baseball, and the Dodgers are my team. So I thought I wanted to work in that division, but the only two capacities I could do that in is one, working in marketing, which quickly learned in college because that was my major that I'm not gonna do marketing as a career, and two, I could be an agent who's signing players, and if I'm being completely honest, I'm sure I could learn all the statistics about them and whatnot, but it's not something I wanted to do in baseball because I enjoy watching it more so it kind of left me in a path of feeling stuck and not really sure what I wanted to do. And so since that was early on when I was working at CAA, it caused me to feel, like I said, lost, but also I think it was the best thing because I revisited all the prior times in my life and what I've done and what's always been like a passion and what I kind of wanted to incorporate into a career. So that's the biggest reason I pivoted from not wanting to work with actors, actresses, directors, and all that stuff and the whole entertainment space was because all I felt like I would be doing my whole entire life was really just making the 1% richer, and that's not really something that sits with me. I didn't care for being around like the Hollywood stars. It gets old really quick, guys. I applaud them for pursuing their practices and all that stuff, but it just didn't seem right for me. Everybody has that sense of what they're meant to do, and that just wasn't mine. And I'm glad I learned that quickly because I'm still young and I wanted to see what else I could do that really just helped people and helped everyday people far and wide. And it really just made me reflect on everything I'd been going through post-grad because it's so funny. Everyone acts like post-grad is just so fun, and it can be for some people, don't get me wrong. Like some people really have a blast going at it and whatnot, but that wasn't really my experience, and I think it had to do with the fact that I always felt lost. But during that time, I actually got back into the gym for the first time, actually lifting weights. Nothing crazy, obviously, to start out with, but I bought a program. I went in every single day while I was commuting to work, and your girl was getting up at like 4 a.m. every single day, starting to work out at 5, so if you don't think you have time, you do. You gotta make it. But anyways, I not only struggled with getting into the gym, but nutrition was the biggest thing. And it wasn't just post-grad. I actually have struggled with nutrition ever since I've grown up. And I think that's what really drew me into this whole thought and this idea that I welcomed into my life and started to explore more and more, is that nutrition is something that's so essential to life and so essential to enjoying life and feeling good in it, that society kind of looks for quick fixes, as we all know. I've been there. I mean, I've tried low carb diets. Heck, it goes back even as far as when I was like 8 years old, and I know this is bad, but I was with my parents, and I still to this day don't know what it was that influenced me to be so self-conscious of like calories, but I was in a freaking gas station, guys, and I was looking at the back of 2 packs of gum. One was 5 calories and one was 8 calories. And apparently my parents tell me to this day that I had such a struggle trying to pick which one by a differential of 3 freaking calories. Like, give me a break. Whatever influenced me to do that, I don't know to this day. And I am so far from that point that I'm so thankful. But I've chosen nutrition as a path. I quit my job in Hollywood, which was one of the hardest decisions, because being at the top agency, honestly, that was just a comfortable space. I knew I could basically go to any company after that. All I had to do was put in my time and really network, and I could eventually just start climbing up the ladder. So choosing to go back to school was actually the hard part. It was a little devastating. I mean, I established a place that I called home in LA. I was working for CAA for about a year. I started in the mailroom, and when you start in the mailroom, you start with a bunch of other people, and I had a class of 13, and you basically become best friends really quickly with all these people, because it's just, you're all thrown into this one environment and you're working together constantly, and you guys are all at your beginning. So it's a very common feeling. So I had to leave a comfortable space, a high profile company, and I had to leave my friends, which is difficult because not only did I have to leave them there, I graduated from one school, but I had also transferred from a university. So all my life I've kind of been used to like moving on from friends, and I don't ever lose touch with them, but it's just hard not constantly having them around like some people do when they just like settle down. But anyways, the birth of this channel is really just a way for me to share my education with you guys. I thoroughly enjoy learning in the sciences. I mean, I was in a business environment while I was in undergrad, and I never found myself happy. Like, I was challenged at times and I just got through the work. But now that I had to do all the prerequisites for nutrition and whatnot, learning is fun for me. And I thought a couple things, like, not everyone can afford to go to school. Not everybody wants to make a career out of nutrition, and not everybody wants to be in a public space. But what I want to do is make not only my education available to other people, but I want to go further than my education and look at the nutrition they're teaching me and see if it's outdated, because who knows the last time these books were updated, and see what new research has to offer, or research that applies to the whole space of working out or specific sports or supplements. And just, there's so many things to be looked at when it comes to nutrition. But that being said, that'll be a part of my channel, because I learned as a person, I can never be put into like just one box. I can't just be a soccer player. I did soccer, I did basketball, I did softball, I did multiple sports. I am good at doing videos and all that stuff, but I can't just do that. I worked in the entertainment, but I couldn't just do that. And now here I'm doing nutrition, but I can't just do that, because when it comes down to it, nutrition isn't even just one thing. It's on a spectrum of 5 different things, and it's more focused on a lifestyle. They don't teach you in school just what to eat, because yeah, you can put all the right foods into your body, but if at the end of the day, if you're still hating yourself for just giving yourself like 4 ounces of chicken, just some veggies and no seasonings on it, and a cup of rice, like who the heck is that gonna help? You have to enjoy what you're doing. Find a lifestyle that works for you. And I'm sure you've heard that so many times before, but it's true. And it just takes a while. It doesn't happen overnight. It's a trial and error, but I want to be here for you guys every step of the way. I actually found a quote that I really like that I want to read you guys about nutrition. That just kind of really doesn't completely define, but it's more of like where I view nutrition and how I view it. But it says, nutrition is not low fat. It's not low calorie. It's not being hungry and feeling deprived. It's nourishing your whole body with real whole foods that you are consistently satisfied and energized to live life to the fullest. On this channel, I don't want anyone to compare themselves to anyone else. On this channel, the education that I want to provide is just for you to apply to yourself. I don't even want you to compare yourself to me, because I'm completely different and I'm still on this journey, and I'll do stuff that'll be trial and error, and I'll share my results with you. But that being said, I don't think people should go out there and be a cookie cutter trying exactly what somebody else did and expect it to work the same exact way for them, because it's not going to happen. There's going to be some external variables that's just going to change something, and it might just not be as good of results. And that's life. Honestly, we're all individual people, and you need to find what works for you. My ultimate goal with this channel is really just creating a space that people can come here, learn, ask questions. If there's anything in particular that you find interesting about nutrition or want answers to, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll always be open to researching different ideas that other people want to know about. I have quite a bit of my own that I'm going to start with. Honestly, a lot of nutrition out there, just yeah, you can look aesthetically pleasing, but what's going on the inside might not be matching how good you're doing on the outside. So when it comes down to it, we're focusing here on you and you alone, and how you can do your best to make yourself feel better through nutrition. But that being said, and like I said earlier, I'm not just put me into a box and I can just do nutrition. Nutrition to me is one part of my lifestyle, and a lot of the reasons I nourish myself right now is for my training, is so that I can live the life I want to live. And so you'll definitely be seeing other aspects of my life. I really enjoy being active. I enjoy traveling. There's going to be a lot of school stuff in here, especially because I'm going to grad school. So that change from undergrad to grad school and actually enjoying 100% of what I am studying will be interesting. And yeah, I'm just gonna share my experiences along the way, and I hope you guys are ready to go on this journey. All my nutrition videos will be specifically under Nutrition to a T. Nickname I got in soccer, so I'm just going to stick with that. Feel free to call me T if you ever respond in the comments or whatnot. I'm very used to it. But yeah, anyways, I'll see you in my next video. Thanks, guys.